Hi. So one of the questions I get a lot is, why did you choose block therapy? What is it about it that made it the thing you are sticking with? And for me, that is a profound question, because having 7 chronic conditions that I was told I would never get over made me determined to figure out how to get my life back. And I tried so many things, like a lot of things, more than most reasonable people would try. And so I was on this quest, and the reason I didn't stick with a lot of those things is because I was doing about 6 or 7 hours of self-care every single day. And even doing 6 or 7 hours of self-care every day, I didn't gain life back. I didn't gain function back. I didn't gain the things that I really wanted. I didn't gain it back. I had given up so much, because with chronic pain and chronic conditions, there's like this slow abandoning of everything in life. You abandon the things you love, activities you love, and moments that you love that you used to, that used to bring you joy. You have to give a ton of those up. You also have to give up responsibilities, whether that's like a job or chores around your house or errands or childcare or any of those things. They slowly start leaving your life because you are exhausted, because you need more rest, because it takes too much out of you, because you have too much pain, because your body just doesn't function like it used to function. And that's where I was. It wasn't that those therapies and all that self-care were correcting anything or improving anything at the core level, at the foundational level, so that overall my quality of life improved. And that was really frustrating. And so I tried block therapy, and it was hard. It was hard because my body was at a state where anytime I introduced anything new, it would just freak out. Even if that thing was supposed to help me, my body would just freak out. It took me 5 weeks to get through the first time I went through the 9 modules of that sampler program. And those modules are focused on things like breathing properly, things like body alignment. The classes are not long, they're about 15 minutes, but the effect that they had over that time made me see that there was hope. And then I repeated those 9 modules, and after a few times I could do them in 9 days, and I could take a breath, a full breath. My body was calmer, my pain was less, and that mattered to me. My recovery times were not as long, and my recovery times were really long. If I wanted to go to Walmart for 15 minutes, I had to take 2 days prior to rest, completely rest, do nothing but rest. The day I wanted to go, I would have to schedule out when would I take a shower and then rest. Then I could get dressed and then rest. And my getting ready to go routine had drastically changed from what it had been a few years before, because I just couldn't do it. So I'd go to wherever I was going for 30 or 45 minutes, and for the next 2 to 3 days, I had to get back in bed and recover. And over time, I have been able to improve even more. My pain is down. My activity level is up. I'm able to do things now that I couldn't do a few years ago. My time with my family is different because I can be with my family now. I'm not, climbing mountains or any of those things, because it's a journey. And my body still has limitations because 7 chronic conditions, several of which I'm not really dealing with anymore. Like migraines, not really dealing with that anymore. And so things are much better, but it is a journey. When you have a chronic condition, you just want your quality of life and your pain to be better. That's what I have with block therapy. I really love it because of the meditative aspects, because every class, every position, it's focused on breath. It's focused on calming your nervous system. It's focused on your vagus nerve functioning optimally so that your body can function optimally. Because when you're in a stressed out state, when your body's tense, when your body is reacting and overreacting, your body cannot heal. And that has been such a difference for me. The other thing that I love about it is every single class, every single position is under my control. If I am tired, if I am just not feeling it, if something's too difficult or if something hurts, everything I bring to block therapy, there's an answer. There's an easier position. There's a more gentle position. There's a different way to approach it so that it fits what my body needs at that time. I can have a longer class. I can have 3 minutes. I can completely customize every single thing I do so that wherever my body is right then, I can meet it where it is. And that is important to me because I did a lot of trying to make it to appointments, trying to endure what someone else thought I needed, trying to recover from the mental and physical struggle of getting someone to understand, using the right amount of pressure. It just, if you've been through that, you know, it's hard. And so all of these reasons are why I am committed to block therapy, why I bring it to my clients, why I am super excited every time I hear from a client who's having great results, who has small victories, because I hear them all the time. It's just been life-changing for me. It's been life-changing for my clients. And that's why I got the certifications I did. It's why I'm sticking with block therapy. And it's why I'm sharing block therapy with others who need hope.